Hello there, Alder here, and today I'm going to play a game called This Book is a Dungeon. Subtext, this dungeon is a book. This is a game that is for the most part just reading, so I'm rather interested. Tick, tick, tick. You remember a time when you used to steal aching glances at the clock, praying for the strike of the merciful hour that finally set you free. Temporarily released from the shackles of the tiresome workday, you'd eagerly rush home, shed your work clothes like a burdensome second skin, and flit off the night to join friends for merriment and mischief. Those days are gone. The shift came on slowly at first. Sharp pains, dizziness, relentlessness, insomnia. But as ever more unsettling changes tightened their grip within you, it became clear something was very wrong. Poked, prodded, examined, analyzed, a battery of tests, a gauntlet of medical pummeling and anxious uncertainty, and then the waiting. When the call finally came, you already knew the answer before the words rolled off the lips, rasping away on the other end of the line. Lost in an echo chamber, your mind parsed only snippets of the doctor's news, the one that stung the most. It's terminal. A year left to live. Maybe 2 at the best. I'm so sorry. And then you're alone. Now time is your enemy, siphoning away the last with every passing moment, draining the light. Now time is your enemy, siphoning away the last of you with every passing moment, draining the light. Thank you for your kind, beautiful kitty sounds. The color from the world, leaving the empty shell of aching hopelessness and dark anticipation in its wake. The clacking of keyboards, ringing of phones, and casual banter of clueless coworkers, and a steady ache is a steady ache. It rakes at the frayed corners, pulls at the tattered edges of your mind. But the appointed hour has arrived. It dampens the din, if only for a short while. Tomorrow is another day, for them at least. For you, possibly. You linger for just a minute longer, letting the eager parade filter through the exit. The last to leave, you close up, locking the door, and pull your overcoat tight around you. A spitting mist turns to a downpour well before you reach the dry sanctuary of the putrid subway entrance. The stairs are a descent into unpleasant smells, and the hustle near misses as bustling crowds crush together to get to and from their mundane 9-to-5s. For a moment, you miss that simplicity of routine, the promise of continuance. Standing at the edge of the platform, you look down at the electrified tracks. Wind picks up in the tunnel, signaling rapid approaching train. Your mind wanders. You imagine what it'd be like to be caught on the tracks, right as the train comes barreling through at 60 miles per hour. This shit's getting dark. Death is a beacon, drawing you ever closer. It swirls and dances on the sparkling steel girders below. It teases and taunts, only inches away. Come to me, whispers the siren call. It's not yet time. You take a few steps back from the yellow line. 20 minutes feels like an eternity in the packed subway car. Damp, sweaty, exhaustion and regret mixed with the promise and delusion. A wagon full of cattle, oblivious, turned out, numb. Stop by stop, the opening and closing of the door thins the herd. It's a walking culling, a shift of space, a loosening of knots. Soon you're the last, and you can breathe easy again, but you still scan the car with a quick glance out of habit. One last time, to make sure you're truly alone. Except you're not quite alone. There's a small leather satchel sitting on an empty seat in the far corner of the car. You glance around again, not trusting your wary eyes. There's still not a living soul save your own. A handrail is sticky with grime from the clutch of thousands of dirty fingers. Filthy. You wince at its touch, but it offers stability as you work your way to the other end of the car, towards the orphaned satchel. Where did its owner go? The bag is weathered and worn. Some tired soul will no doubt be missing the contents, you gather. A high-pitched whine pierces the air as the car rocks and rattles. The lights flicker. 32nd Street. It's your stop. It's time to go. Do you take the bag? Do you leave it there? I think this is a pretty fucking obvious choice. You instinctively reach out and swipe the bag, figuring it's better off in your hands than left to wander the dark tunnels inside a giant metal beast alone. Thick, stale underground air turns cool and damp as you emerge from the city's high-speed intensities and hit the noisy streets above. 340 steps later, you're at the door of your single-story apartment, fumbling the keys, muttering under your breath. The lock finally gives way. Peeling off your soaked coat, you drop everything on the table, kick off your shoes, and check the answering machine. You have no messages. You have no messages. No surprises there. Ignoring the pile of unwashed dishes and the empty fridge, you slide back the table and remember the bag. Inside the bag you find an old book. The book is aged and weathered. Its covers adorned with an ominous skeletal being that looks half human, half serpent, and the title is written in a language you don't have the tongue to decipher. Open the book. Unlocking the old book, you open the cover and flip through the dusty pages. The book appears to be blank. How odd. Flip to the first page, flip to a random page, flip to the last page. As is my way when I encounter a brand new book, I like to flip to the middle and read a little. If I am hooked, then I will read the entirety of the book. If not, then I've just saved myself some time. So let's do that. You flip to a random page and find nothing. Are your eyes playing tricks on you, or did you just see a faint glimmer of words fading from view just now? Let's go to another random page. Flipping through the pages, a faint flicker of ink catches your eye. You flip back several pages to try and find it. After much searching, you uncover a page that sports a faint drawing of a keyhole, sketched in pencil. You instinctively reach out a finger and trace it over the drawing. That's smudged the goddamn drawing. A sudden sharp pain, a paper cut, spurs you to pull your hand away quickly. Looking down, you notice the keyhole sketch has changed into a fanged serpent. Spots of your blood dot the page. The room swims. You feel faint and disoriented. Your vision goes blank as you hit the floor. A sharp impact sends a raw white burning through your consciousness. I did not click the button. It just skipped. Then, empty space. You fall through the black void, erasing the past, erasing the future. Only the present. What is happening? Where am I? Who am I? What is this darkness eating away inside of me? And then a light. Click the fuck out of that light. You awaken in a small chamber illuminated by the light of a single flickering torch resting in a sconce at the far wall. The sharp throb pulsing behind your eyes fades quickly, but an unpleasant chill is creeping in. You notice words scratched onto the stone floor. I like that map. At this distance, the torchlight is too dim to make out what it says. You grab the torch from the wall sconce and take comfort in the subtle warmth that breezes across your face. You can now get a better look at your surroundings. Holding the torch closer to the floor, you can clearly see the inscription carved there. It reads, Chapter 1, The Walls Bleed. A heavy wooden door in the south appears to be the only way in or out of this pit. The door creaks and shudders open as you strain against its weight. You find yourself in a large stone room that's cavernous and empty. The echoing sound of water droplets come from a passage to the west. You catch a whiff of something familiar, something out of place. Is that... You also notice another passage to the east, as well as the door that you just came through. This is where the game starts to get interesting. Let's check out that ... Citrus. I like citrus. Let's go to the west. The narrow corridor opens into a dead-end room that reeks of overripened fruit. You're blasted with a sweet, pungent odor which nearly overpowers you. Looking around, you notice a viscous reddish substance draining out of several large round holes in the walls. This mysterious fluid drips down in a slow, syrupy cascade, collecting in stone basins carved along the base of the wall. The only exit is through the passage you came through to the east. Yeah, that reddish substance is certainly blood. It's in the fucking name. Let's go east. Pushing further into the unknown depths, your eyes play tricks in the torchlight. What lurks in the darkness ahead, skittering away just beyond the glow of your torch. As you round the corner, you notice a small alcove in the passage. The corridor continues to the east. The northern passage leads around the corner back to the west. Let's go to this alcove. There's a large crack in the wall of the alcove. It's not big enough for you to squeeze through. Who knows what could be in there? Well, I'm feeling a little bit fucking full of myself, so let's reach in there. You reach into the crack and find a crude mechanical switch. Do you activate it? I do. You hear the rumble and grinding of stone further ahead from the corridor to the east. Excellent. Let's go to the east. At the end of this passageway, a section of wall has shifted to reveal a hidden alcove. As you approach, torch held high, you see a monstrous form emerge from the darkness, lumbering towards you. It attacks. Well, fuck, I'm gonna run the fuck away. Rattled by the shambling horror, you drop your torch and flee into the black void. Fumbling blindly down the corridor, you bolt deeper into the darkness. You're not alone. The quickening beat of your pulses pounding in your ears as you feel your way through the pitch black. You cannot give up. You can make it. Only a little further. Is it still there in the darkness? You gasp for air. Pain shoots through your sides. You are slowing down. So I went like 5 feet. I went like maybe 10 feet. The ache in your muscles intensifies. You can't keep this up. Your fingers are raw and bleeding from scraping your way along the stone wall. Your mind races, your pace lags, your will is failing. You collapse to the floor in exhaustion. The world is dark and silent, except for the pounding of your heart. Thump, 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 thump. Just when your pulse begins to slow and your breathing eases, a new sound catches your ear. It's very faint at first. The sound of insects scurrying along the floor. The sound of saliva dripping from an open mouth, panting with hunger. You hold your breath and struggle to lie still as the panting moves closer. Then it stops. Oh shit. Oh. You can go the fuck away, please. I have no needs of your services. A sharp sting pierces your leg as a tentacled appendage entwines you and draws you into the beast's slathering fanged maw. You scream as it sinks its teeth into your torso, ripping chunks of your skin and organs away and down into its gullet. the last thing you hear is the smacking and gnawing of the whore feasting on your entrails. You've perished in one of many horrible ways. Try again and seek to change your fate. The end. Well, that was fucking bleak. Alright. So this is an idea that I had come up with because I saw that this game has many endings. Each day that I can't make a full Let's Play because it's too late and I don't have time alone, as I like to do my Let's Plays because I am very loud when I do them, because I get very angry. I'm going to play this until I die. I actually didn't expect to die this quickly on the first go around, but it works perfectly. If you guys are interested in this kind of thing, if you are enjoying my voice, please let me know down in the comments below. If you liked this video, please click that button. If you really liked it, maybe click the subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next episode, and always remember, monsters lurk in the dark. Don't drop your torch, for though you can't see them, they can see you. Bye-bye.